Welcome, welcome everybody to the World of Ability Podcast Network. My name is Emily Gomer, and I'm a podcast engineer here. And we're really excited to bring you another episode of the World of Ability, which is the anchor show of World of Ability Podcast Network, which we do here every Saturday at 1 p.m. Central. And would love to have everybody join us as a guest, and connect with us if you are interested in doing that. We're all about all abilities. You don't need to have a disability or anything to be on here, and about inclusivity and so on. And for my connection with this is that I'm also autistic and I'm part of the Autism Society of South Central Wisconsin, and have been helping put on a adult autism conference for the last 5 years and so on. So we have a few great guests on here, and one of them, Christian, so I'm going to bring in here. I just launched a show with him yesterday called Conversation for All, AC Marketing for All, which is his organization, which also is a part of what is now going to be called the Podcasting for All network. It's kind of collaborating right in here with the World of Ability Podcast Network. Bring in Christian here. Welcome, Christian. Good to have you on the show here.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate you having us, and definitely just being part of the team. Appreciate each and every one of our listeners, of our sponsors, of our supporters, and those that are just listening for the first time. Just want to make a quick, brief intro, and definitely please tune in and join us every Friday. Tune in and turn up the knowledge. We're excited to announce our new podcast network, Conversation for All, joining the World of Ability Podcast Network, today's Disability Channel, and Project Die-Hard. Project Die-Hard is our awareness to bring down the 22 average veterans that we are losing every day to suicide. Let's change that. Easy Marketing for All and all of our organizations are supporting organizations dedicated to bettering mental health and the world of ability to bring in a more inclusive world. Let's work together to raise awareness, provide resources, and support one another. At 2 p.m., anybody who's looking for solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, businesses alike that want to get a little more exposure, want to get a little more visibility, want to just highlight what they're doing in the corner of the world. We want to get you on the show. We want to help you out. We want to go over some of the things, some actionable steps that you can take on that call. So one of the things that we're going to be doing and changing so that folks like Rep Alf and now joining us, Marianne, as well as Alan, and just remember, what I ask is when you guys do join is have your name, email, contact info, industry or tagline, and then one link. Your link to your site, link to your Facebook, your alignable, whatever it is that you want, and then one link to your service, product, or offer. Have that in the chat. As soon as we started at 2 p.m., we're going to drop it in the chat so everybody that's joining us, our podcast engineers in the background, are going to copy all of those within the first 5 minutes and then reshare them so that we can get them out to each and every one of our networks. That's how we bring our net worth up through our networks, and to make sure that we bring up that awareness and what we're here to do, support one another. So thank you for that, Emily. Thank you. Back to you.
So I have a couple other guests here, so we bring in Alan here. Alan is one of our veterans here out of California, and the Master Connector, as we affectionately call him. But Master Connector, welcome, Mr. Allen. How are you doing today?
Thank you, Emily. I'm doing well. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Well, thank you so much for having me a part of the World of Ability. I was honored and privileged to be a part of a Conversation for All. As it is, it's going to be a podcast for all. It's something that community essence of business, and I'm the master connector building it. Nurse about so I'm looking forward to the incredible podcast for every Friday. I myself have a show that yourself and Kurt Roscoff and the Christian with EC Marketing for part on Wednesdays at 8 a.m. Pacific. The incredible Marianne has been a guest on it. So just like just about community, about bringing together. And Ralph, I saw him pop in. I know he's part of Alignable. So that's what I have for just mastery of connections and sharing with the world how it's supporting each other. And of course, thank you again for mentioning veterans, because veterans, I'm a veteran, U.S. Army 13 Bravo. So veterans, as well as those with mental health. This Wednesday will be a guest coming up on with I believe sexual assault, something that they need to be talked about within the military and outside of it. So just about creating great content, great information. And so Alan Holmes, Master Connector, except on one empty home. But today, Master Connector, just supporting you, the World of Ability, the Disability Channel, and those in around the globe. Ms. Emily, back to you. Thank you for having me.
That's good. So, Alan mentioned Ralph, who's here. Ralph, I met through the Happy Neighborhood Project, along with a couple other people here. Ralph, welcome. Long time no see.
Thank you. It's been a while.
Yes. So, how's life been going with you? Or introduce yourself a little bit, and how's everything going in your world?
Everything's going well. I became an ambassador with Alignable for the Brooksville area here in Florida. I have hooked up with some more nonprofits helping the military. One of them is Boots on Book of the Month Club for Boots on the Ground. All the proceeds go to helping veterans with startup businesses and to cut some of the red tape that they have to go through. The founder is Shane Hicks. He's the Alignable ambassador for San Antonio. I'd like to ask everybody to hook up with him. The Book of the Month Club is just $10. It's ebooks on all different types of businesses, how to run them, different steps to take. It's a great cause, and they just started something for the woman with PSTD also, which is a wine thing. So I asked for people to look into that as well. I'm here to do one-to-ones. I'll be putting my information into the chat. And it's great to be back.
That's good. Yeah, it's good to have you back. And so we have one other person joining us at the moment, Marianne of Waikiki, who is an author with some app games and puppets and acts of kindness books and so on. So Marianne, we want to say a little bit about who you are, any updates?
Yes, well, aloha and mahalo, Emily, for hosting this weekly show. You're the greatest podcast engineer, and we really appreciate you for all the good work that you're doing and promoting all these different events and working with us behind the scenes. So, yes, I'm Marianne of Waikiki. That's my sign language name, my book author name. I'm the author and Apple game developer of a series of books for ocean cleanup, anti-bullying, and we're currently working on the climate change book. You can visit my website at www.actsofkindnessseries.com. And it's summer fun reading right now. So want to highlight a couple of books that we've written. A short book for summer fun is Pono, the Hawaiian Polo Pony, in the book called Righteous Acts of Kindness, who features a deaf rider. And it talks about the different Hawaiian islands, horses that come over to the island of Oahu and have a parade, and the various colors of the leis representing each island. It's a beautiful short story with coloring book pages at the end. And again, you can get that on Amazon. And also the Folk Banners Puppets makes the little mini horses and the horses. So it is polo season. So my tagline is, so go out and play. And again, it's summer fun reading. So all United States of America classroom teachers request copies of the books from an organization called DonorsChoose.org. That's called. So I have some good news to share with you. The month of July, I applied for several awesome foundation grants in different chapters, one in Oahu, and I actually won in Oahu. So Catherine from the Awesome Foundation contacted me that they are promoting me on the Awesome Foundation website. I have received a $1,000 grant. We've where we are going, and we have made a Waikiki elementary and middle school and high school deaf students will get copies of the books and folk manus puppets. The teachers and the sign language interpreters to read and interpret the stories. So it's great fun for them because they're for ocean cleanup, anti-bullying, change of book, but the books are really for all ages of the heart. And we're going to do a disability channel. I'm so excited. We've had a meeting with Jay Stoyan to start the kickoff for the So Go and Play kickoff next week, Thursday, August 8th, which happens to be my birthday. So we'll be promoting the book series a couple of times a week, sharing the stories, how it all started. And we are partnering with Leon McLaughlin with Clean Water Foundation, who may be joining us a little bit later on the show. I don't know. He's maybe in Paris at the Olympics. I'm not sure. But part of that book distribution grant from Awesome Foundation, Leon will be there. We are going to be purchasing a water filter unit for $150 for the Waikiki School for the Deaf. And they're really excited to receive this. And hopefully we'll get Hawaii News Now and KITV to be there and the Awesome Foundation people as well. So who knows? Maybe we can do a Zoom show with you, Emily, down the road. Something to think about to talk with Leon. So good news are happening. And I know Santa has received books. We sent out books to actress Reese Witherspoon, Hello Sunshine, and her organization for them to read. They have a book club. Hopefully we'll get some feedback. Other people have received the books. A teacher in Tucson, his children have received the books. He's a principal at a school, and he is reviewing the books with his board. And they'll start school on the 28th, so I'm hoping that they approve these books. And every step that we can get these books into the schools, middle school, special education, deaf and blind, really and how we handle them, and using puppets and sign language is another way of communication. It's always recognized as a second language, so to get people involved, and it's great fun and joy. So, and with Alan, we appreciate you too with the veterans. So we have, I talk about hearing loss. My background is audiology and communication disorders. I was a case manager with the deaf, and I was a sign language interpreter on the island of Oahu. And we are visioning bringing these books into animation mode. Alan, there's half a billion people worldwide now with a hearing loss. We have millions of moms and dads coming home from being of service who can't hear their own children or grandchildren. So these are education books, talking story, and we have hard of hearing characters, and it's just great fun for the family. We have coloring books, and games that we're just trying to switch them over to a different platform. And we also have the YouTube Kids channel to learn the finger spelling alphabet. So I'm really excited for Jay Stoyan again. Thank you for joining us of Awesome Foundation to hire on persons at the Disability Channel to help market all this great creative work that we have. So again, the vision is to bring these into animation movies with sign language characters. So go out and play is my tagline. We'll pass it off to some of the other guests here. I look forward to speaking with you in the next hour. We'll see if Leon shows up, but I think he may be in Paris at the Olympics. Anyway, he's out there bringing filters worldwide to schools. Clean Water Foundation out of Seattle, Washington. Mahalo, I'm Marianne of Waikiki.
Yeah, so yeah, with Alan being here, with Alan here as a veteran, and then with our other things that we're doing with veterans and Project Iron and so on. Ralph, I'm interested with what you're saying about the one veteran organization. Like, how did you get connected with the newest veteran organization that you were saying with, I think, Sean Hicks or something?
Yes, Shane Hicks is part
Shane
of
Hicks.
HNP.
Oh, okay.
And he's the ambassador of South Antonio, Texas Alliance there. And he started this organization. He is a disabled vet himself.
Okay.
He has a remarkable story. And he didn't want other soldiers to go through with what he went through. So he helps them out, getting all their stuff together. It took him a little over a year with attorneys and different VA assistants to get his benefits. And they transferred him to another base, and then a year later they just discharged him with no benefits whatsoever.
Oh, geez.
He was entitled to it. He got it, and he helps other vets out getting into business because he can't, with his disability, he can't work for somebody.
Okay.
He has his good days and bad days, but his bad days wouldn't put up with his attitude, I guess. But it's something he's going through, and he's doing remarkable things and helping a lot of vets out. And more power to him. He is also connected with Michael Smith from the Veterans Ranch.
Oh, okay.
So
That's good.
they're aligned there already. I was trying to make that introduction, and Shane just laughed. He said, "Yeah, I know Mike." So that's a good thing when they already know each other.
Right.
Ralph, if when you get a chance, tell JR, let's say I know about him as well, and Shane Hicks. I understand about the good days, the bad days. Anybody knows me, I do have a wild side, but I also have a serious side. And the serious side of me says, look, I got out honorably discharged 2 days before the Gulf War, and my unit went. I didn't go, but I remember when they told me. They said, look, as a veteran or as a now honorable discharge, never forget a veteran. So tell Shane and JR said hello, and I would love to have a one-on-one with all three of them, and maybe we can start the conversations as supporting with the Massive Connections on Wednesday at 8 a.m. Or perhaps we can kind of nudge Christian a little bit. He's a brother from another mother who recently connected with it. So Ralph, being an addition to this easy marking for all family as a brass ambassador that I am, I would definitely to see what we can happen. But these are the conversations we like to have on the world of ability to be able to just support one another, and those with someone coming home like Shane who just needs to be supported in every way, just like JR and yourself. It's been a while. I've seen you, Ralph. I'm glad to see you again, brother. You're always thinking about this, and you're always saluting. You guys have a heart of gold. So appreciate you. And as we all do here at the World of Disability Channel and the great platform we have here. Back to you, Emily.
Thank you.
So, yeah, I'm wondering. I think that would be a great collaboration between all of our veterans groups. I'm not sure if Shane knows of Brian and the Project Die Hard, but if not, I think it could be a good way for possible collaboration or connecting them too.
Well, yeah, Brian is a major. He just let you know. When I talked to Brian, it was probably about a couple months ago. I got a phone call in the middle of business even from a young lady that her son was going through some things, and she put me on the phone. Oh, I wanted to put me on the phone with him, but his mother was, taking care of it, and then it bothered me throughout the night. So I called Brian that night, and the next morning he called me up, and he said, "Yeah, how can I help you?" So hopefully everything went on that end. But Brian, with the project guys, Brian Gibson, correct? I believe that with Project God, it's just an incredible organization.
Yeah, and with our other veterans groups, there's the No More 9 to 5 Club, and so yeah, we have quite a few veterans organizations. Christian, see Christian's back.
Yeah,
He had to do the wardrobe thing.
Yeah, no, we have to make sure that we are understanding in regards to it, and I think we brought up an part. What I want to get to, and I want to make sure that we definitely shout out our organization that we're a part of. And just as I'm scrolling by and looking at some of the stuff that we have going on through the become a patron with us with the Project Die Hard 22. All donations go to bring hope to veterans, and you guys can find out more information at projectdiehard.org. You guys can also become patrons. You guys can become funding partners. You guys can also be a part of businesses like some of the outstanding organizations and other businesses that have actually resource partners. We have, and we're looking for, and this is an open invitation, but as Alan has said, is I think we want to create something from conversation for all and the new things that we're doing. Emily, our heart goes out to anybody that is in dire need, so an immediate need. And some folks they're in the situation. We speak 22 veterans that we're losing on a daily basis to suicide, mental health awareness. So by bringing down or bringing awareness to working together to resources, bringing that down, but also meeting people where they're at and exactly the assistance, exactly where they're at, not charging them, not going through all of this song and dance. I apologize to folks in other organizations that go through all that. I want to be able to find something where throughout our work in our organizations, that there's something for immediate needs. And we can all call that and shift to if there is an immediate need within the network first, and then obviously within the immediate network, and then start spreading that out. The more that we can do for them, the better that everybody's going to be. It's a win-win. So businesses get help, organizations get more resources, and veterans are being helped. People are being helped. Families are being supported. So thank you for that, and we'll definitely like to invite that open invitation to any business or any entrepreneur or solopreneur that wants to come on and talk about some real issues, and also to better their business. They want to highlight their services. You're more than welcome to, and reach out to conversation@acmarketingforall.com, or follow us on any of our channels. You guys can find us through our Facebook, Project Die Hard. We're on LinkedIn, also as Project Die Hard. We have a couple of different, you guys can reach out to Emily or Kurt Roscoff and any of the Today's Disability Channel, the World Ability Network, which we're going to expand into some of the podcast networks. Definitely please share, like, follow. Following and liking and sharing is going to allow us to get a little bit more deeper in people's ears and people's streams, and it just allows us to do a little bit of our work a little bit easier. If you can't donate, that is okay. We would love for you to still be praying. So we are looking for VAs, we are folks that want to get involved from behind the scenes, and we are here to work with you. And me and Emily are on a group of podcast and podcast engineers, and looking to expand the Conversation for All network, podcast network. We're dropping some chats. We're dropping some info in the chats. We got some events. Anything else you guys want to, do you have in mind?
Well, as you always say, Christian, don't want to let the dead air here, so I'll just jump in for just a second. But, Emily is always, like, she's been just an incredible principal, her and Kurt Roscoff, are allowing me to be part of the Massive Connections, and looking forward to getting those checks, and now combining with what you just said, Christian, to be able to know, like, and share and comment for those looking and listening around the world, of the village world. There's so many happenings, but get in the fit in, as they say. Let's just be a supporting of the World of Ability, the Disability Channel, and those who just have a gift or talent or skills that maybe the Disability Channel can, and you guys can work together and synergistic and we can together. Now we've got our brother Ralph saying that popped back in. There's so many great points. Just watching this unfold is just, I'm in awe and I'm humbled. So thank each and every one of you. Emily and Kurt and Sue Roscoe out there listening on our airways and roadways. Be safe all. Thank you so much. This is great.
Emily, take it away.
Yeah, between Christian and Ralph, I'm not sure if you guys had met before being on the show right now, but I was just wondering
We have
if
not,
there could be any
definitely gonna
like
set up a meeting.
collaboration between the two of you, or not sure how much either of you know about each other. So I don't know if you want to expand on that at all. Ralph, do you want to say anything more about what you do, or that kind of thing?
I'm open. I'm definitely open up with collaborations with, and if we want to do a one-on-one, Ralph, but definitely.
You definitely have to connect.
Yeah, you definitely let me know. Talk about it with your services, what you do, and how you provide. What I like to do right now is just kind of share a little bit of info. I want to always add value, but let's start off with what your services, what you offer, since you're on here, Ralph, and we definitely want to highlight our supporters, our listeners, and our contributors.
Ralph Namadana Sales. I'm in every multi-billion-dollar industry. The ones I really concentrate on are health and wellness, and then wealth as well, because they kind of go together. If you're not healthy, you can't make the money that you need to go out there and make. And if you're in debt, you're stressed out, and your health starts to take the toll. So they're kind of combined. That's why I do the two of them together. I'm known as the deck crusher. I have a GPS software that I can tell my clients exactly the exact day, month, and year they'll be debt free, and it does come with a warranty. And I actually show them how much interest on any just of the software. And I'm open to one-to-ones with everybody. On my health and wellness end, we have an isotonic line that when it's a powder that when you mix it with water or vitamins and supplements, it's the closest thing to getting an IV. Your body has the ability to absorb from 95 to 98% of all the vitamins and supplements, depending on how healthy your digestive tract is. Because our powders, they bypass the stomach and go right into the small intestine. So, I'm always looking to educate people, and I do have an income opportunity if anybody's interested.
All right. So we'll definitely reach out to Ralph. Thank you for that. And, I think you touched base, and Emily, I'm going to take a little bit over if you don't mind. I want to get a little bit of info. Ralph, we talked about, an employment opportunity. I think right now there's a lot of folks that are kind of promoting that. There's a lot of things that are being resold. One of the things that we're going to be talking about, and one of the things that we're going to bring to light, is any organization, any type of program that is, and we want to make sure that it's done correctly, that it's been presented correctly. I know myself as a full-service marketing agency, I get all sorts of calls. Hey, somebody just started building a website. They dropped all of it, and they wouldn't give me access to anything. And I had another call yesterday, no, 3 days ago from Las Vegas. We have a shop owner that spent $16,000 in the last 6 months to get 3 customers through the doors, and they were promised the world. What I'm getting at, Ralph, is that there's a lot of scams that are ongoing right now. There's a lot of online scams that are going. Some of the stuff that we used to be was very apparent. You know, we used to get those emails from the Nigerian prince that was going to give us a part of their what was it, part of their treasure and part of their funds, if we, you know, send them a thing. And that was a big bracket in the mail originally, and then it turned into emails. But with AI, with technology, Ralph, as recruiters, as email addresses are being leaked, as so much that's just volatility going on online, this is a clear way to that people are being affected, and scammers are becoming increasingly more sophisticated. I will share a brief story where I didn't understand why it was a larger amount, so I called and looked up the number online. Looked up cancellations, got the number, and I was furious. So I just grabbed that first number and I called and I sent it, and then I gave my first name and my last name and my address, and then it wasn't. They had my total. It wasn't the right thing. So then I Googled the number, and I'm like, wait, this is not. It goes to a site that made it look like one of these AT&T or these DirecTV, Best Buy sites. So these people are not just getting in regards to the scam, but also getting the websites up. They're also getting the Google ad space up. They're truly tricking a lot of systems to get away with what they're doing. So let's take a look at your, if you can, or if you'd like to share some of the things that you're involved with. Obviously, we share that. But how can people take a look at your offer and see validity, credibility in regard to that, Ralph? And have you seen more of these scams that actually target vulnerability and target folks that are looking for either funding, for jobs, or for other opportunities? What are you seeing in your world and within your network?
Yeah, I even see people trying to come in as a business into different networking groups, including alignable with a fake business. But we're weeding them out as fast as they're coming in. There's things that we know to look for, and we also let our membership to know to look for that too. If one gets by, they'll ask certain questions. They'll ask you to, instead of going through regular channels, they'll ask you for your phone number or your WhatsApp, which also gives them your phone number. It's, you know, so there's things to look out for. My parent company's been around for 31 years. We're not going anywhere. We're increasing, constantly increasing our product line. We have over 5,000 name brand products of ours, and then we have over 100 partners: Home Depot, Bass Pro Shops, Dickies, Walmart's, Walgreens. You know, a few. So I usually tell people I can sell everything from toilet paper to automobiles because of my partner stores. But there is an income opportunity. If they scan my QR code, there is one there. There's a link in there to learn more about the business opportunity. The best way to do it is I'll put my phone number into the chat. They can call me or text me. We can set up a one-to-one. My calendar is also there. And we can on Zoom and talk about it.
I'd like to share three experience with scams. One, I only post, my book flyers on Facebook. That's pretty much it. That's my business, Facebook. So I was contacted by some friends at the Hawaii Yacht Club who I hadn't seen because of the pandemic. And one of the friends was Rio Martel, who was she was a director. She brought me on Olelo TV several times and interviewed me with several different hosts for the Acts of Kindness series. She's also part of the Actors Guild. And, you know, in Hawaii, there's a lot of films going on in the boat harbor and all that. Magnum, and I was on Lost. I was on Hawaii Five-0, Godzilla. And, well, anyway, long story short, people haven't been in contact. And she goes, hey, how are you? Wanted to catch up on you. And I'm like, oh, wow, Leo, this is glad to hear from you, too. I want to share you, you know, we're getting the books done. And I met Leon McLaughlin Clean Water Foundation. He's going to be in Waikiki. I want you to meet him. You know, check out the website, updated it. This is what we've been up to. And then this person comes back, the scammer comes back, and so guess what? I got a grant that I don't have to pay back. And I want you to check out this website that helps people with housing, medical bills, all this for Hawaii. And I said, wow, that's cool. And, you know, what we can do to benefit our community. And they gave me this website that had a lot of really logistic looking things on there that, you know, Hawaii residents and I can't remember, it was like a HSBD. It was 4 letters to this website. So I went on it and looked at it and I said, well, thanks, Rio. And then it was the agent came on, the scammer came on and said, well, let me help you get signed up with this. And I don't like Rio would, you know, I want to say right there, okay, you got me. Okay, so now you're trying to close this deal on it, and it's not. And she said that she didn't have to pay it back, and so I'm like, so then they go, oh, we got to do this FedEx thing. I said, you're a scammer, and I contacted her right away, and other people from the Hawaii Yacht Club, and another Andy Sexton too. He's a big Hawaiian singer, also a music teacher over there. His grandson became deaf. He knows me and my deaf friend Scott because we were always sailing, and he supported what I was doing and with the puppets. And he just texted me too and said, you know, we're being scammed. Don't. And I said, yeah, it happened with my sail instructor. So that it's really sad because, and then another Department of Education teacher friend, same thing too. I went on and said, listen, you know, Hawaii News Now needs to investigate this because this is a major website that they're scamming. Okay, it looks really, really legit, and I'll have to find it for you, Christian, to share with you. But I just wanted to share with you, and I kept saying back to them, I said, we need to contact Hawaii News Now or KITV to investigate who these people are because it's misrepresenting for the people, for all people who need, you know, HUD housing, medical, all that kind of stuff. And, you know, they're hook, line, and sinker them in. Second one I was watching on television, you know, all these investigations, and it happened during COVID. This guy went over.
Let me jump in real quick. Let me jump in real quick for the first one, so that way we can kind of get a little bit of some red flags, and appreciate the vulnerability. Obviously, you know, nobody likes to go, hey, yeah, I got scammed, or I almost got scammed. So there's nothing wrong with that. Again, that's why I kind of prefaced the whole thing with I almost just got duped. I'm a tech guy. I'm a web guy. What I will say is when I was upset. I was going, why is this bill this? And then I get the person on the phone and they knew the total that was incorrect. And so it didn't make sense to me. One of the things I want to highlight is how you stop. So first off, in regards to the communication, and you said, so that we're all clear. And this is why I say, if you lose traffic or if you lose login information to your Facebook or your email address, why these things are important. I know you was, I'll just make another one. Please do know that if you guys do lose access to your email or your Facebook account, somebody can go and reactivate that. They can re-access that. And yes, with so many of the things that are having fallout to bigger companies and bigger corporations, that they're actually losing and doing our giving away really our data. That's where a lot of these things come in from. A lot of hackers don't actually take your information from the stuff that is leaked. I will just briefly mention when somebody's data or a company loses data and there's a breach, they have email addresses, they have things that they can connect. But folks, if you guys ever see a post on social media, Facebook, Instagram, talking about like their what city they're from, or if you were born in this year, mention this, or if your last name, maiden last name starts with this, challenges like that, be aware, please. And let's remind ourselves that although social media can be fun and these are our friends and families and things like that, this is stuff that is public profile. We don't own it. You don't own it. That's why it's facebook.com/ whatever the username is. And when we share where we were from, when we share things like that to these trivia games, to these little pop-ups, please do know that that's exactly what is needed for a bank information. When somebody uses a password to a bank, are we not asked for a mother's maiden name? Are we not asked for the city that we grew up in? Some of the elementary school that you went to, or things like that. So be mindful just when you guys are sharing who you're sharing with or what platform you're sharing this to. That's how some of the information, when they do get locked out and they can access it because of previous posts. And how do they find you? It's the email address. So again, I know it seems trivial. I know it seems far-fetched. It is not one bit. That is exactly how some of these things happen. And that's how some of the stuff is able to get away with.
Is there?
So please do report it. Do report it. Do mention it. Do bring it up. Do bring awareness. And Ralph, raising your hand, absolutely. Chime on in.
The church I belong to, we have different ministries, and one of them is a ministry where we work with law enforcement and stuff, and a couple of FBI agents were there, and I was there because I was in the housing industry with being a realtor for 43 years. But we were talking to people about getting scammed and what to watch for. And usually what happens when they get your information, they don't sell it right then and there. They'll hold on to it for a year and then sell it because now your guard is down because everything is fine. But if you ever get notifications from anybody saying that their information was breached, that's the time to make changes. Don't wait for it to happen. The other thing I get a lot on is I'll get people text me, hey, I haven't seen you for a while. Let's get together for dinner. No idea who they are, what they are. I just block the number. Don't respond to it because when you do, that gives them access to your phone. That's what they're looking for.
All right, Alan, did you have a question or comment?
Yeah, this is a very interesting conversation. Just that anybody knows, I do my best to be as transparent on the break. We can't always be completely transparent when things happen out of our control, but what we can control is being authentic, as Christian as we shared over the last couple of days. But I wanted to chime in and say that, here it is, Alan Uncut Raw. My identity was stolen back in March of this year, March 4th. It's been a nightmare and it's continued. So I'm a walking, talking testimony. I can't even get on Facebook. According to them, I was violated for a breach of authenticity or something. I got another 180 days. But the good news is I do have legal shield, and they're actually working on this identity, so I do have it protected. But it just lets you know, like Christian, I've been online since back in the time, in 98, and even then my guard was down, but now it's back up and it's gone back into that mental of when I was in the service, U.S. Army 13 Bravo. I was taught by a foreign observer, and they say that patterns, when you get that, like Ralph said, that text about somebody, well, I haven't talked to you for a while. Who? Or in another individual who sent me a Facebook page, a LinkedIn connection, and they asked for my phone number. and it's on my page, so I know that that was about something else. But the good news is the great friends always watch your back. Alan, did you reach out on Facebook? Oh, no, I can't get it. So the fact that they reach out to me knows that they can't get me, and the legitimate ones can get a hold of me. So each and every one of you, actually, for example, took the FamilyShieldPro.com. It was a domain that I bought a while back and had it redirected somewhere else, but now it's being directed to protecting the family and businesses with the incredible, of a gentleman, you may know him, is Christian with EC Marketing for All. But yeah, all seriousness, this is a good conversation because we have to know each other and know that who you're doing business with. And I'll close with this, is I locate, research, monitor, and market all my things. I continue to monitor. Because if the sneeze is wrong, they're gone. But it's about autism. And that, as my mama used to say, who is your whole world, baby. Protect your name, protect your brand. Because when you do that, that's why there's reputation management. But with that said, Emily, thank you for the incredible and all great topics and something that needs to be discussed.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much, Christian. You are so knowledgeable to help us all out on this and listening to the scenarios and giving great feedback.
Ariane, did you have a question before? I thought it seemed like you might have.
No, absolutely. We're here to we're absolutely here to help. We're doing some search and looking at some of that information.
So, documentary during the pandemic, there was this IT guy that got a contract into one of these. I don't want to Indonesian or Thailand companies, and he got over there to work. And what they did was they took all these IT people, like a hotel casino, and made them create bogus Facebook pages to attract all various kinds of people to scam them and make them hostage. They were supposed to work like 18 hours a day nonstop on IT, creating all these fake bogus accounts and all that stuff to attract people, your friend, and all that kind of stuff. So it was very, very, very interesting how they had this documentary. And I know I brought up to Emily is always bringing something new to the table for people to talk on our website. There is I believe
You're not Maria?
Okay, sorry. So I went online just to look at it, and you should see all these pictures of these provocative women on the disability dating app. And oh my God, they look like strippers, okay? And so what they're doing and taking technology and taking advantage of people, however, to get you to LinkedIn, for dating and all that kind of stuff. It's just a lot of scams, and wanted to share that too. So, and then
Yes.
Also I had the PayPal scam. I was sailing with my neighbor. We left after the pandemic ending, so to speak, a little bit. I sailed San Diego to Cabo with a captain, my neighbor in Hawaii Yacht Club. And PayPal, I kept getting these, hey, where's the sewing machine where's the sewing machine? I had like 25 emails from these people, and I'm like, what? And then PayPal took money out of my account. And so I'm, at first I'm like, it's not me. And I kind of just gave up. And then I did respond to this lady in Hawaii, and she's like, I'm glad you told me because I was going to, slander you on Facebook. And I said, it's not me. And so I had, called Facebook or PayPal, the Bank of Hawaii, and also Legal Shield so that they could write a letter in my behalf. So thank you through Happy Neighborhood Projects. We met several people with Legal Shield to kind of clear this kind of stuff up. So it's just crazy. So I just wanted to share those scenarios.
No, thank you. That is a great opportunity. And again, this is what we're talking about, to keep our community safer, to be able to communicate this to one another. We're definitely going to look for and mail out. So please, again, guys, gals, everybody listening, go to our pages, go to the Project Die Hard, go to our World of Work, go to the Today's Disability channel. Please share, like, share, and follow. We're going to have those tidbits. We're going to go over some of the things that these scams and some of the scams that are common types of scams. And then we're going to go over some of the other scams that are a little bit more not as well known, but they affect. So there's LinkedIn scams. You mentioned there's PayPal scams. There's recruiting scams. There's the work at your home scams. So a lot to keep us busy. We want to show that we just help out. And one of the big things I'll tell you is that it's going to be where patience. You have to stop, breathe, okay, and get connected, get collected, because it's going to make you and help you wherever you're at in life. It does not matter. If it's a relative that is telling you that there's something that is going on and they're on the phone, literally there's something that's urgent. Again, unless you are 1,000% beyond a shadow of a doubt, you're seeing them, you're hearing them. Alan said, well, I know this guy and he would never ask me this, or he would never talk to me in this way. So getting folks to act now, it's part of the urgency, part of the hurry up, part of the believe it. So there's social engineering, there's malware, there's fake websites, there's fake emails, there's fake impersonation. And we're going to talk about a little bit in regards to branding. You as solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, what do you do to protect you, protect your brand? Why is your domain, why is using a domain that belongs to you important? Why having a .com and a .net is valuable if you are a business or a business owner, solopreneur, or a brand? A .com and a .net is not just to have a website, but it also protects your brand, because as Marianne said, if her .com is available and I am a fraudster and I go and create a fake site with her .com domain, or in this case, let's say she has the .com, but she didn't get the .net. I buy the .net. I create a makeshift site that looks almost like hers with the same stuff on there. But instead, there's going to be no books, no resources, no nothing. I'm just going to be taking payments left and right. And people are going to begin it. I will send out, no, this is just an example. We would never do this, obviously. This is what other people are doing. And yes, I have an actual real life example that this has happened, where the person, the impersonators made a site, one letter off. They actually use a .com for both sites. They did another mirror site, fraudulent site with one letter off, and from that one letter off created another offer makeshift of the original site, and then they took out Google Ads for that fraudulent site. So what does that mean? That means that somebody can impersonate your brand, your business, uh, um, and because they can impersonate it, they can then guide people to somewhere else, to another product, to another service, or just plainly, they're going to hurt your business. They're going to hurt your brand. They're going to hurt or they're going to just trick people out of money and utilize that credit card information and something else. So please be aware. Please be mindful, and again, sharing these things. And then if there's an email that you don't think it looks right, definitely do your homework. Don't click on it. Look at the URL When you click on the URL, always good. And if Ralph has any tools that he can jump in and say, hey, you can check this. Thank you for joining us, Santa Papa John. Always welcome and nice to have you. It looks like he might have already had his milk and cookies because he just started yawning. Looks like he's ready for a nap. But come on in, welcome, welcome. It is now after 12:03 Pacific Standard Time here on this wonderful Saturday, August 3rd, in Southern California. And we're just equipping our friends here to catch you up on any unsolicited emails, Papa John, Santa Papa John, any impersonations, fake websites and emails, just information to keep folks informed and vigilant about some of the online scams that are going on.
I just want to quick share one other thing too with before is also when you see these Facebooks, you see these celebrities coming in and you see them talking, and I can read their lips, and it's really not what they're saying. If not, people who come in watch their lips of these celebrities. They took them from some other interview for somewhere else. If they took a word and then they're adding words, and then they quick do this quick 1/2 a second flash of an ad so that it looks like they're still talking of or fake script.
Alrighty, let's Marianne, you're cutting out. We cannot hear you. Not sure what's going on in your background or.
Using and living.
I had to feed the mouse this morning, Christian.
Can you hear me now?
Okay.
Anyway, the Facebook celebrities that are talking about these products,
so
they're being used. The lip reading does not sing.
Definitely,
and they're within a half.
Take a look at each profile. One of the things that, as Marianne is speaking and she's bringing up, is when you see any account, and again, do your research. This is what we're talking about. Do your research. Click on it if you need to. Look at the username. Every single Facebook post, and just because it's your favorite actor or wrestler or whatever the case may be, please keep in mind it only takes one letter, it only takes one space, it only takes one thing in regards to how people are tricked, how people are actually impersonating it. So it's super easy to get tricked if we don't know what we're looking for. And we're going to have some visuals. We're going to show as we add resources to our channels and to our accounts. And we'll be more than happy to have some of your testimonials. So Santa Papa John, come on in, pop in, intro, what you're doing, what you got going on, and where you're joining from.
Well, coming from the North Pole, of course, but, I might be at my summer cottage in Minnesota. But, Christian, there's lots of things going on. Can you believe we're down to 142 days till Christmas time? And yes, people are starting planning. People are starting to think, Christmas time, story time, videos. Can you imagine, opening up an email or a link to a story to your children that Santa is reading a story and your children's name are in that story? That's one of the things I'm doing, and it's creating some very positive, happy, joyful memories for a lot of people. But then there's also the happy birthday videos. Yes, I do personalized happy birthday videos, and everybody celebrates birthdays year round. But a little bit of here and a little bit there, Christian, and hey, Alan, how we doing? Hey, Ralph and Marianne, of course. I got Marianne's books, and they're if you haven't seen or heard about Marianne's books, they're pretty awesome. Sorry. Marianne's books are pretty cool if you haven't had the chance to read them. So I think Santa's going to start reading some of Marianne's books, so that'll be a cool collaboration. But lots of excitement is happening. Where did I go? How come I'm off
We
this?
see you, Santa.
Yeah,
We
it's
see you.
okay. We see you. Yeah, it's one of those brain farts all of a sudden now. And I was talking about one thing, and I'm watching Christian going typing on his screen, and so lots of things happening, folks. Lots of positive things happening, but the doors are always opening to new adventures.
Thank you, and absolutely, smile and joy is and can be all year long. Santa Papa John, thank you for joining us. And yes, businesses can also be Santa approved. He's got that campaign started. He's got some personalized videos and other options so you guys can reach out to him through his LinkedIn or other chats. We're going to make sure that Santa Papa John also remembers to that we're going to leave our links and join us every Friday. We want to share our links in the messages. We want to share the links to our site, our service, or products, and that way folks can reshare that to their networks. Please make sure, Santa Papa John, we got your approval and you're okay on our pages for you guys to and tell all the boys and girls, because we're here again raising awareness. This is not about us. This is not about EC marketing. This is absolutely about the bigger picture, about coming together. The only reason we're here is because Project Die Hard, the World of Ability Network, and because of Spirit of the Game Foundation. And it's just wonderful. Project Die Hard is dedicated to, and all these organizations dedicated to raising awareness for veterans and our communities in need, and better serving our communities. That's just from EC Marketing for All. We're not here to sell, we're here to serve. We get to know your mission, your vision, and align with it so we can best position our services for your business needs. But again, we're going back to our communities, going back to serving it, going back to lowering that suicide rate that's so high at 22 veterans that we're losing every day, and the mental health awareness. So please, if you haven't already, go and like all of our Facebook pages, our channels. Make sure that you guys share that and get connected to projectdiehard.org, and you guys can be patrons, you guys can fund, you guys can donate. If you can't, that is okay. Just share, like, and follow what we're doing, and that is a great enough contribution for now. Going on to the next thing that we're going to be sharing, and Ralph, I'm sorry, Emily, did you want to pop in and make people of all ages smile? Absolutely. And that's, again, www.santapapajohn.com. And then you guys can also get Santa approved for those businesses. And I'm sure he's got something that he's working out where you can actually do something for your kids, and then also goes back to the organization that Santa Papa John is working with, or whatever else that he's working with Project Die Hard. So we got that going. Thank you for the chat, Ralph. As you kind of mentioned, and this is tells us about product video AI will create videos for you. Choose a male or female, avatar or no avatar at all. Speaks over 150 languages. Now you can tone your voice speaking 150 languages and using the videos. This incredible feature is a game changer from Vimeo. This is exactly what I was talking about, Ralph. You mentioned it. I also have seen it, and YouTube is available. It's just different platforms, but yes, you can upload your videos, and you can take those videos and then translate them through now AI. There's the Google AI, obviously Gemini, ChatGPT, and we can do a little bit more advances and a little bit more seminars and a little bit more information on what that is and what that entails. But going back to Emily, you want to jump in on that point? Or we good?
So yeah, we also help Santa with a show. It's on the first and third Mondays as well. So love to see everybody on that, and love to get everybody Santa approved if everyone out here is interested. So, what do you think of that, Santa Papa John?
Yes, absolutely. That happens Monday at 5 o'clock Central. Come and have a chat with Santa, networking with Santa, and we're going to have some fun. We're going to have some giggles. it's not huge usually, so we usually have a great opportunity to have some great conversation amongst the guests that are on there and the people that are on there. And what a way to share your business if you got one whole hour to chat with Santa and ask Santa some questions and how Santa can help promote your business and how you can help promote his. It's a win-win situation when everybody gets together and giggles and laughs and learns how to promote each other's business. It's not just about my business, it's about everybody sharing and caring about each other's business.
That's it right there, and that's a big opportunity not only to network with Santa Papa John, but also again get your message, get your services, get your business. Thank you for that again. Join that on Mondays. Also, I think Emily, you got a couple of more announcements for our Mondays, because Mondays we are busy. Take away our Monday schedules for folks that want to join and support, please.
So yeah, we have Santa show this coming Monday. Also, that's at 5 p.m. Central. And also after that, at 6:30 p.m. Central, we have Project Die Hard and their show called PDH Mission Monday with their update on what's going on in the world of Project Die Hard and so on. So love to have anybody come on as guests for those and the other shows we have in the network. And also we're doing every single day at 12 o'clock noon Central, the 12 o'clock shakedown. So I'd love everybody to join at some point during that hour as well. And there's a Facebook page, facebook.com/12 o'clock shakedown, words all spelled out. And so, yeah, it's a couple things that are going on.
Thank you. Do we have that Monday? Do we also have Monday Helpopedia? Mission Monday as well?
Yeah, Mission Monday. I just said. Yeah, the Mission Monday I just said for the Project I Heard. It's at 6:30 p.m. Central. And then we're also working with a organization called Helpopedia. That's kind of about education, so on for your students and their families. And the Monday event that Christian is referring to is that the Helpopedia has different chapters, and Mondays is the well-being chapter, and so on. So if you get involved, get involved with Helpopedia.
August is National Black Business Month. Absolutely. Thank you for the reminder, Alan. And that's going back to serving our communities. So all of our communities, as we come from multicultural and multi-diverse backgrounds. And this is one of our wonderful safe spaces where we can open up, we can talk about real things, real issues, real concerns, and our ability to help real individuals in their real time. So going back to that, what Ralph was saying and some of the stuff that we got going on and that Santa Papa John's got going on, this is a true networking thing. So we also invite any creatives that want to get involved in podcast production, or want to get the business solopreneurs, entrepreneurs. We're always uplifting, and again, that goes back to our foundation. So we'd like to get, and we have some limitations as we're expanding our networks and network. But that's why we want to invite anybody and everyone to join us at the beginning of the hour. We're going to all drop our links. We're going to then, Emily's going to help us in the background. She's going to copy all of those and then put it as one long thread so that we can share it onto our networks, and it's a little bit easier. We'll have uniform hashtags. We'll have and get support behind you and what you got going on and what you are already doing. So it's a great way to network as well. And all of these are So that's exactly what I want to go back to, is that that's exactly what we're here for, is to uplift one another, to help one another in what it is, and to increase that. So as we're starting out these new channels, as we're starting these new projects, this is exactly how this organization works, is to uplift one another. And you're seeing it in real time, with Emily reaching out to me and Kurt and Alan getting this show and started off, and then inviting me and then Santa Papa John and doing different things to better ourselves and better position ourselves to help out our communities more. Obviously, we are a full service business agency, but again, we're here to help out, and we're here to help out our businesses, our local businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, and anybody else that just wants a little bit of a guidance in the digital world. Now we have a great contributor, Ralph, and some of the stuff that he's already connected to, and some of the stuff that he's doing. So it'll be great. And again, this is in real time with real people making real mistakes. So please do share. You guys can contact conversation at EC Marketing for All. If you want any opportunities. We are looking for music also, music for our 12 o'clock shakedown. So we're going to be doing some more contributions for folks that want to contribute to their projects or their work. So any royalty-free music, or any of music of your own, or any folks that want to get involved, any creatives that want to help us with a background with BAs, with podcast producing, Emily Gomer and I are going to be taking that and branching out to that podcast network and equipping more folks to be able to do their own and to train and uplift it in regards to that, and expand our podcast network for all there as well. So Emily's going to spearhead that collaboration, and we're just going to be her assistant in that project. So we're looking forward to that, and we're looking for more contributors and expansion in regards to that. So I'd love to get you guys' comments and what you're doing today to higher ability or a veteran.
Before Marianne, I just want to let you know, Christian, Marianne did share this earlier about her birthday being August 8th. I knew something was great about her. Happy early belated or early birthday, young lady, because mine is the 9th. But that sort of tells me that the great alignments in spirit, this is what happens when you come to the world of abilities. Major things that happen, and it's for great minds like the Santa Papa John, and his Santa approved. When all Santa approved, we have some great things happen. I just wanted to throw that in, Christian, before the internet did what it did. It circled me out. I don't know. I was doing bouncing all over.
All right. Well, make sure you like, share, and follow our pages, Alvin, as always, and the new pages that are being created. Again, we have some limitations when we're starting off, but this is going to be the rally behind each of these organizations, these pages, so that we can get that out. The algorithms count on comments, on interactions through social media, and we are going to give you guys actionable things that you can do for your own organization. But within our folks that join us, we're going to all go and like, all go share, like, and follow each page. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and please do follow us. We are on Facebook at EC Marketing for All. Facebook.com/EC as Edward Charlie Marketing. Tradition is spelled MARKETING FORALL. And we are in Oceanside. EC Marketing for All. We're at ECMarketingForAll.com. On Instagram under EC Marketing for All spelled out. YouTube also at EC Marketing for All. Twitch EC Marketing for All. Pinterest Marketing EC Marketing for All LLC. LinkedIn EC-Marketing-for-All. TikTok EC Marketing for All. I want to go ahead and share that and to position that, because I want to do the same thing for Project Diehard and projectdiehard.org, where you guys can sign up to be patrons, you guys can fund, you guys can share, you guys can keep it up, and me and Emily are going to be working on the newsletter and or with our permission of our bosses, so that we can start sending out updates and then networking opportunities and necessities that we can fill in our communities. And that way you guys can spearhead any one project by yourselves or with a team, but it'll be a little bit more organized and then we can come around that. So again, Project Die Hard, 12 o'clock shakedown, 15 minutes of music and movement. And with that being said,
another important, let me jump in for a second, Christian. You're doing an awesome job. Hey, I just put in a link to Zach Clayton. He has a wonderful foundation that supports Project Die Hard called It Forward and Community Dare to Care. Great community foundations out of Greenlee, Colorado. This gentleman's got a great program that everybody can support certain foundations that he is supporting, and it's kind of cool the way it's set up. But once again, he's a non-for-profit, and there are some non-for-profits that are not reaching the right people. They're not getting the exposure that they should be, and they're struggling. So that's another wonderful foundation that we get behind, because they do support Project amongst other veteran projects that they support. Community Pay It Forward out of Greenlee, Colorado, run by Zach Clayton. Another great foundation that we should maybe spread the word about.
Absolutely, Santa Papa John, just let you know, I'm right here. As always, you always bring great gifts and everything community paid for. Zach Clayton, I know him very well. I just connect with him on a collaborative event just this week. So community paid for, he has to talk to a lot of nonprofits that actually will not make sure he wants to make sure that the proper gifts go to the right place, and he has a heart of gold. He doesn't, and he does happen. I actually, I believe 2 veterans, as Christian was mentioning, 22 veterans from commit suicide. So we want to prevent that number going down. He has a product every February 22nd. He has a 24-hour event that talks about the veterans preventing suicide. So thank you, Santa Papa John, for mentioning community pay forward for Zach Clayton.
Absolutely, and he's a good guy, and he's a hard worker, and it's a good foundation and a good setup. And I think we need to get more people encouraging to visit his site and help promote his foundation. It's another great one that helps a lot of different businesses, a lot of different foundations, including Project Die Hard as well. So, you know, a little bit of kudos out to him, and it never hurts to spread the word a little bit more to for other foundations as well.
Absolutely. That's exactly what the spirit of the game is, and what we're here about. So thank you for plugging him in, Santa Papa John. This is exactly what we're talking about. When you network, and when you network with bigger events, you want to have a sidekick or somebody that's going to network with you. Once you get to know him, and we have authentic relationship, we have authentic connections with Master Connector here himself. He will tell you that as he sees needs that I can fill, and I see needs that he can fill, and it's just a camaraderie. So thank you for that, and definitely Santa Papa John, let him know that we'd love to have him this Friday as part of our conversation for all. Get him plugged in, get everybody to rally behind him, get everybody to rally behind his pages, to like, share, follow, get him some of that visibility, that increase, because that's what we're aiming to do. So thank you for that. That's a great example of what we're looking to do here.
Yeah.
So yeah,
absolutely.
I want to share with Shanna too. Shanna, I'd like to be on your podcast on Monday to talk about Awesome Foundation. I received the July Awesome Foundation Oahu chapter award for $1,000, and there's 2 chapters in St. Paul and North Minneapolis, and you, the community, can get $1,000 for projects there. So I'd like to come on and talk story with you so that you people, we can apply for $1,000 in your community, and even if get into the books to the school for the over there, that would be a dream come true as well. And we're paying it forward. And someone's paying for it. They have $1,000 to give away every month. And there's several different chapters. Anybody can apply. Alan, you can apply. We're helping Emily apply as she's our podcast engineer to see if we can get funding for more marketing with Jay Stoyan and the Disability Channel. There's ones on the water. If you're doing an event on the water, we've told Kurt to apply because they're water skiers and persons with disabilities they're helping out. Leon, with his travels, or there's a band or a concert. So there's also a climate change organization, a vegan group. There's chapters in Canada, Toronto. So we hope to apply again with Jay Stoyan to get this opportunity to move it forward for another $1,000. There's San Jose that Tommy Tong can apply for. So there's chapters in Australia. There's chapters in Canada. I applied in Pakistan because my fiber graphic designers, I hire out of Pakistan to do all this amazing book covers, working on the coloring books. And I expressed that there's 65 million deaths in Pakistan, which Alan, I believe, is due to warfare and unnecessary warfare. And there's also several different countries, Germany and a couple of other ones. So you guys check it out. And, this is money. They give $1,000 a month away to projects. And I know in San Francisco, they gave $1,000 to plant plants outside like the railway to build up the community. I think in Minneapolis too, Papa John, these ladies wanted to, which they won, was they won $1,000 to teach kids how to double jump rope. This brings us way back so that we could get the kids off the electronics, and they won.
Wow.
So
pretty cool.
There's a lot of different organizations that are winning. And I just talked to Trevor Gibbs, who does the 88 websites. We're always in communication, and he's checking out Brazil. And that's where he's currently relocated part-time with him, his wife. She's an interpreter down there. And I said, you're part-time in Orlando, check out Orlando, see what you can apply. And so he's like, can you do a charity do it? I said, you just have to read it. So Emily, there's 3 basic questions they want to know. Tell us about your awesome project. Okay. 2, you have some places where you can upload 5 pictures of your project. And I sent my coloring books, the app games. I had nice flyers designed by my Fiverr team with all the characters. And then it says, how would you use the $1,000? Well, I wrote the awesome project, the Acts of Kindness series are written for animation movies with sign language characters, 200 folk manas puppets, a soundtrack. And where do I want to use this money? I said, October is anti-bullying month. We want to get the school for the deaf in Waikiki. They have 50 students there, 15 elementary, then middle school and high school. So there's a total of 50 deaf students, 24 teachers, 1 school counselor. So I wanted to we are going to now. So I applied saying we'd like to send them the books for October anti-bullying month when Leon will be there. And also for whale watching, for ocean cleanup, and the puppets. And guess what? I got a call back in a week or so of that. And I'm really excited. They sent me the money on PayPal. I'm allocating the money so that we buy a water filter for Leon. And Leon will be there in October. So I set a date for Monday, October 14th, sharing this with everybody, that from 9 to 12, Leon can go bring the books. We'll have the books. We'll purchase a water unit out of the grant money and get full manas puppets for the Waikiki School for the Deaf. Have interpreters there. Hopefully we'll get Hawaii News Now, KITV, to do an article or be there. And Leon can talk about water filters. And so, yeah, the universe is really providing, and that was a birthday wish of mine, and it came true. So, Alan, it took 10-15 minutes just to apply. Don't give up. Every state is different, their requirements. And check out, Alan, you're in California. Let's see what we can do to. I know Los Angeles, the School for the Deaf down there. We can apply for it together, because some places they ask for a zip code if you live there, such as North Minneapolis, and I don't. But Santa, I know you somebody that does. We can all work on this as a team and get that and share however we want to use this awesome foundation grants as winners. And all of us are winners. So thank you, Emily. I know you're applying. I'll help you out too. Again, the disability, everybody, you got to apply the 1st through the 10th of every month. Okay. So what's your awesome foundation project? Upload 5 pictures. How are you going to use the money? And that's it. Let the universe provide.
I see that Leon has joined us. Hi, Leon. How's everything going in the world of Leon? How's everything going? How's everything going in the Water Foundation, Leon?
Everything's going good. We'll be doing an event on August 14th with the Kiwis in Kirkland, and that'll be on August 14th. That funding that we're working with from the private equity company should be happening by September from what they told me. So we're ready to rock and roll. We'll be sending about 80 water filters to the Hopi and Navajo reservation next week from our garden party. So things are just going really, really well. They just did an update, American Airlines nonprofit airline ambassadors, about our projects and what we'll be doing with this new event on August 14th with the Kiwanis. So things are going, it couldn't be better. And like I said, it's private equity group that's looking at funding us so we can put in all of the books that Mariana have, along with Dr. Emoto in those stores. Should be happening by September. So that coming back with some great news. That's what I've been working last few weeks, and looking like we're on our last stretch. So that's perfect. We also connected up with the Dakota tribe. I was on a show with them. Yesterday, we did a podcast, Ted Mars show, and we're going to actually add them to the list of places that we'll be putting water treatment plants in. So it'll be the Hopi Navajo Reservation. We'll be putting the water treatment plant in. We'll be putting one in El Salvador with American Airlines nonprofiters. The Blackfeet Reservation in Montana, and now the Dakota tribe out in South Dakota. So couldn't get better. The funding should be coming in, like I said, by September from what they're telling me, and everything's looking good. So we're ready to rock and roll. And the event that we're going to have with the Kiwanis on August 14th.
Awesome, Leon. That's great news. I want to share with you too, with being the awesome foundation winner. I have connected with the Waikiki School for the Deaf, and if you could be kind to schedule on Monday, October 14th from 9 to noon, we will be sending them the books. We will purchase a water filter unit with the grant money, and Kat Linker can drive you over there, and we can present the books and a water unit to the Waikiki School for the Deaf. So I contacted them, and if you arrange that, that would be great with your schedule. How cool is that?
That's really cool. Yeah, I'll get with you. Send me an email. Let's talk offline and try to set all that up.
Yeah, well, it's set up on the Waikiki School for the Deaf side, so we just need to get that happening and figure out how to water filter for them and talk to them, and they'll have sign language interpreters there for you. And maybe we can get Hawaii News Now or KITV to be there too.
That'll be awesome.
And Catherine from the Awesome Foundation wants to meet you as well and do a photo shoot. So everybody wins, and really excited to do that. So the good news, Leon, also too, is part of that grant we used. We were working with Jay Stoyan and Kurt and Denise and Emily and Sue. for the next 4 months for a campaign. We'll have interviews, and you are joining us too, 2 times a week, I believe, Thursdays and Fridays, at 7 o'clock in the morning Pacific Standard Time for a half-hour interview. And we'll be launching that next week on Thursday, August 8th, which is my birthday. So my birthday wish did come true to get this awesome foundation grant and to pay it forward. And Jay's got a great team, and we are updating the videos to be put on his show. I'm working with the Fiverr team. We've had to change it to an MP3 to an MP3 or MP4. My Fiverr graphic designer is working on the coloring books. There are 15 deaf elementary students that will receive 3 of the books each with this budget, and books for the school teachers, middle school and high school at this Waikiki School for the Deaf. There's a total of 50 students and 24 teachers and 1 school counselor. And so I'm working behind the scenes here. I'm very excited that we're going to be working and being broadcasting for the next 4 months, Leon, with this grant. And we'll be featuring the books, especially during October for Anti-Bullying Month, whale watching season. And when we complete the climate change book, which we are halfway through right now with Suzanne Sims, our writer, and projects are happening behind the scenes. So I just wanted to share all that good news with you, and great to hear from you. You're incognito for a while. I thought maybe you went to Paris, went to the Olympics. I thought you were in Paris at the Olympics.
I've been working with the private equity company to put this deal together. So I've been doing that all like the last 2 weeks, and also I'll be doing it all this week because we're wrapping everything up for that funding. So that's where I've been, which is great news. Like I said, it looked like it's gonna happen in September, which is awesome, and everybody's excited. So yeah, that's what I've been doing, and I'll be working with them all next week also. So yep, countdown for the final stretch.
There you go. Well, we got Jay Stoyan to interview us for the next 4 months, Leon. So tell us about
it. Some air, I will definitely be up.
Yeah.
But the
Awesome
great news,
news,
like
guys.
I said,
Awesome.
Yeah. The great news is that getting that private equity group to join us, and that's unbelievable great. Yeah. So glad I'm on, and glad everybody's here. And how they say, working together works.
Look who's here, Ralph. Somebody want to be on camera today?
So I got a quick question for you too, Leon. You had your garden party fundraiser. Did you bring the book, and did you bring Waterflow the Whale? Are you showing Waterflow the Whale out there?
We sure did. And like I said, it was a total success. And now we're sending 80 custom-made water filters to the Hopi and Navajo. It was a great deal. We even had special Native American jewelry that was donated from a woman that sells Native American jewelry in Sedona. So they shipped that to us. We did jewelry sales, we got donations, and now 4,000 people will now have clean, fresh drinking water on the Hopi and Navajo reservation.
Wonderful news.
Awesome.
Wonderful news.
Yes, indeed. We're very happy.
Send us the flyer so we can share your flyer for the Kirkland 14th event.
Yep, the Kiwanis. I'll definitely we'll be doing pictures. We'll be doing the. They're a club like a Rotary Club. So they help children around the world, like shelters. So they're like a Rotary. Are you familiar with the Rotary Club? They're like a Rotary Club. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what they are. So I'll be sending pictures and everything to you guys. We're going to be doing a big photo shoot. It's going to be a lot of fun.
So, Ralph, who do you have with you? Do you have any Thoughts?
This is Poppy, and she's the face of my pet line.
Oh boy, yeah, she's getting big.
Yeah, she's 35 pounds now.
Oh boy, hi
She's a
Pappy.
little bit bigger than this breed is supposed to be.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's a big dog for that breed.
Hey Pappy, thank you for joining
Hello,
us.
Poppy. Hello, Poppy. Did she see me? Hello, Poppy. Hello. She's like, who in the world speaking to me? I do speak pet.
He's trying to figure it.
You said, how old is she?
7 months.
Wow. Welcome to the world. Welcome to the world of ability, Poppy. My wife is in the background and she's like, oh my goodness, Eileen, she's adorable. Uh-oh. Bless you. I saw them sneeze on you. Bless you. Okay.
There you go.
Puppy.
You seem to have lost Christian a little bit.
Yeah, I guess Christian had to get going, but
We'll make it through. We only got about 16 minutes left, and it's been a great conversation so far. Alan,
Yeah.
what's going on in your world, and how can we help you today?
Oh, my Papa, I'm supporting, I was supporting Christian and his Conversation for All, but he's actually has the show on Wednesday. Well, he's part of my Mastery of Connections, which is now expanded because of Jay Storian with the Mastery of Connections. I interviewed him on with who was part of the Disability Channel, and that was because of Emily Gomer and the incredible Kurt Roscoff. So we're just having fun there. And then now Christian has become my attention. So just let everyone know about the Mastery of Connections on Wednesdays at 8 a.m. Marianne was a guest at one point. So we're just taking one day. So I'm here in a supporting role. And every time I see you, Papa Jim, I always say Papa Jim. And I actually had a friend called, Santa Papa. Slow down. Santa Papa John. I want to say thank you for bringing us great gifts and early Christmas. You already brought Marianne August 8th, a great birthday present. So I'm just the next, I'll be the speed limit that California once was at one point, 55. So I'll be 55, God willing, on Friday. So that's my gift to everyone. Just say, yes, my birthday, but it's not about me. It's about we. It's about all of us changing the world with this incredible show. And I agree with you. Ralph stopped by. I hadn't seen Ralph in a while. I know that I kind of saw him briefly on Alignable, which is kind of where I play around every once in a while with Richard Brooks, who was actually part of my no-card community. So it's all about just bringing all these great minds together. Emily knows me by now, so does Kurt. You asked me one question, I'll go on for about 10 minutes, so I won't do that. We got about, 15 minutes left. So thank you for allowing me to be a part of your world, Santa Papa, and I want to be Santa approved very soon. But I'm just moving some things around. But you'd love to have you as a guest. Just sharing the world as we come. And what do you say? I wrote it down. 142 days left. Wow. We're getting our Santa's good list together.
Absolutely. Absolutely. If we all contribute and we all support one another, the community will build. And the old proverbial, they'll tell two friends and they'll tell two friends and they'll tell two friends. So, it's pretty exciting on how things are building and how the community is building and how the word is spreading and sharing. And that's what we got to do. And that's, if we all throw in a little bit to everybody's others meetings, then pretty soon we're going to be bringing other people in and they're going to see what other people do. And that's the power of networking is contributing and caring and sharing amongst other people, not just you and your close-knit friends, but if you keep bringing in new people and new blood, as they say, and new breaths of fresh air, then the community will start expanding and growing.
Well, yeah, Spirit of the Games was definitely responsible with the massive connections. And starting with Jay Sawyer and the Disability Channel and World of Abilities. And you're right, everything just starts snowballing and about collaboration and connecting networks. And that's what finish your question on how you can help me and what am I been through. Just collaborating, connecting, and networking. Make it one big happy family and growing to where we all know, no matter where we are in a part of the world, like Emily sitting on top of it, looks like she's in space somewhere. But you know, that's my favorite picture of her because she knows that she's the boss. When I come to Massive Connections, it's without her and Kurt, I couldn't have done it. And I have met some amazing journeys around the way. And this has been an incredible Saturday. Happy Saturday and happy countdown to the great holiday that's about to end with Santa Papa being Santa approved. Back to you, Emily, the boss, the legend, the myth, and Spirit of Foundation again.
Yeah. So Santa, are you still doing two days a week with your stories?
Yeah, Mondays and Thursdays
Okay.
so far, and they haven't gone viral yet, but I think each one is starting to grow a little bit. I've been checking on the numbers, so it's going to take a little bit of time. It's going to take a little bit of positive influence and a little bit of sharing. So I've been watching a lot of different interviews and YouTube channel videos with some of these seasoned professionals that have, the 100 and 200 and 300 million followers and seeing what advice they have to make my stories go a little bit more further than they are. So one of the things they're doing is saying go a little bit longer than what you're doing. So I've expanded and make them a little bit longer, and this week I'll make them a little bit longer yet, and we'll see how they catch on and looking for some positive feedback on. I mean, everybody loves the idea so far, and I'm getting nothing but good positive comments, which is what it's all about with trying something, a new venture, And I don't know if Marianne heard me earlier on say I got her books, and Mama Claus read some of her books, and she's very pleased. So I think I might do a couple nights where I might do a couple of Marianne's books, because if you haven't had the chance to see them or heard them, they're pretty amazing. So I'm going to be starting to read some of Marianne's books. Now, whether I do it on a different night, so maybe go up to a third night and do a couple chapters one night. There you go, Emily. Absolutely. And then do a continuation of the different stories. So it'll attract people or make people curious to come back and even see more.
Yeah, thank you so much, Santa. And I know I sent you a short book called Righteous Acts of Kindness. It features Pono, the Hawaiian polo pony, who has a deaf rider. It happens to be polo season in Hawaii, and that's a great opportunity for a summer fun short book to start, to kick off. Or, kids are getting back to school, and we can focus on Rabbit Acts of Kindness, No Bully during Anti-Bullying Month, a chapter a week, and also in December during whale watching season. And Santa, we have online courses, Apple App Games. And so, yeah, if we can still go out and play and make a great activity. When an opportunity dream come true, I had ideas for this to be on a calendar for teachers. So Santa, you're our best teacher to go with. And yeah, let's do something. Let's do some fun with that. So Righteous Acts of Kindness. As a short book, there's some coloring pages. I don't know if you can pull that up right now.
No, the books are upstairs, but I thought Emily had one in her hand.
Well, that's one of them. But yeah, thank you, Emily. That's Underwater Acts of Kindness. That's a longer book, but we can discuss it during whale watching season in December, winter solstice. And then Rabbit Acts of Kindness will focus on October and November, a chapter a week. I kind of made an outline for teachers, to read a chapter a week and have the app games to go with it. So yeah, we can do that. And we also have Jay from the Disability Channel that's going to be working with us for the next 4 months, 2 times a week with interviews with Leon and I. And also has 22 million subscribers and YouTube. So Leon, this grant from Awesome Foundation is going to help us bring the Acts of Kindness series through the Disability Channel out of Toronto, Canada, to all these millions of people and subscribers. And again, Alan, we thank the military families, the veterans, because there's 500 million people worldwide. We have millions of moms and dads coming home from being of service who can't hear their own children or grandchildren. So these are great activities and funds that are available for everybody. And oh, by the way, Santa, again, it's back to school season. So all USA classroom teachers can receive copies of the books for every single student from donorschoose.org. That's donorschoose.org. My friend, a retired special education teacher, Marilyn Rogers in Kamiley Charter Schools, told me about it when I came back from my sailing book signing tour in 2017. And she requested 50 books. And in 2 weeks, she got funded. And Amazon shipped her the books. And the class read the books, a chapter a week, Santa. And when they read and completed the books, I went out and brought the puppets and we passed them around, taught the ABC alphabet, which now is on YouTube with the characters. You can meet Dr. Fingers, the finger spelling hermit crowd, and they was walking into the school. They're like, "Where's Dr. Fingers? Where's Dr. Fingers?" Because they read about Dr. Fingers. And it was just tears of joy, Santa. And what joy we had sharing the stories and passing around the puppets. And they're great stories for ocean cleanup, anti-bullying. And we're working on the climate change for Leon McLaughlin. And Leon is going to be in the book. He's wearing a sailor suit. I can't tell you the whole story because we're halfway through it, but we're pretty impressed with it and great details of things that are happening with climate change. And so we'll be having that one complete as well. So we'll have a series. So I'm very excited to complete that this year. What a birthday gift. What a journey of life I've had, and want to share that with the world as well. And again, Alan, you know, we're grateful for all the military moms and dads coming home from being of service. So now we have tools that they can use and read with their children and grandchildren. And we have a sea turtle called the General, the New Earth Army, who recruits Noah the whale to tackle the Great Pacific Garbage Patch between Hawaii and California. And we just want to be of service and give a thanks back to everybody. So mahalo. I'm Marianne of Waikiki.
You want to send me an email, please, with some of those dates and suggestions on when I should read different books for me, please?
Absolutely, Santa. Absolutely.
Because I think the more we collaborate and the more we get, I just had a one-on-one with an editor yesterday who's already introduced me to a couple of her authors that do Christmas books as well. So even if I do collaborations with real authors and real books, I think that would be a win-win situation, not only for me, but for them and your project as well. It can be very important just to get the word out. And as my audience grows, it will be a positive thing for you and me and the world, because like you say, we need to clean up some of the oceans. And, you know, it really breaks my heart when I see the videos that these guys are rescuing all these animals coming up on the beach and they're entangled in the fishing nets and stuff like that. And it really, those really get to me. And we have to figure out a way to clean up our oceans and stop some of the pollution in our oceans, because our wildlife don't deserve to be treated like that.
Exactly. And we dedicated, Emily, if you can pull that book up, Underwater Acts of Kindness, we dedicate our first book to Boynton Slat from the Ocean Cleanup. He's a young man who created, inventor, these gyros, these big floating machines that circulate and collect these trash We recognize some of their videos, their 100th excavation on World Ocean Day. Book, check out. If you look, we can start this poll.
The work. It's definitely a huggy.
Wonderful, wonderful. I think you did send me a couple of the smaller ones, Ariane.
The puppets?
Yeah,
Did you get them?
I think I did.
Okay, well, have Mrs. Claus take a look. We'll take an inventory so that we can kick off the campaign next week with not only you and your podcast and the Disability Channel with being interviewed by the great Jay Stoyan, who's interviewed a lot of celebrities, and accepting us with this grant money. And a shout out again to the awesome foundation, Oahu chapter, for making this happen, this vision and mission. And Jay has other connectors out there, and 22 million subscribers, and the YouTube channel we're gonna see the growth that's happening and get these characters and names out there to the world and have fun and great joy, right, Santa?
Absolutely. One page at a time.
One at a time.
One
Santa.
at a time. If we can get people to share those once I start releasing them, if people share those, then I get more exposure, you get more exposure, the books get more exposure. It's a win-win situation for everybody involved.
That's right. And also, too, we're getting clean water filters to worldwide schools, clinics, and hospitals. And so thank you so much, Leon, too, for doing your part in all these fundraisers. And, so here's to Kirkland. So go out and play on Mariana Waikiki. Mahalo.
So we are at the. Oh, go ahead, Santa.
I was just going to say, we're at the top
Yeah,
of the hour. And we killed half an hour really quick, Emily.
Yeah, so we're coming at the end of our show, but I'd like to be around quick if anybody has any last thoughts. So Ellen, do you have any last thoughts before we end here?
Well, I just want to say thank you to each one of the amazing guests you had, Emily, as always, Water Mobility and the Disability Channel, Jay Stoyan, and everything he's done for the Mastery of Connections and just supporting EC Marketing for All, who's just really helped brand who I am as a master connector, and just say thank you to Mary again. Marianne from Waikiki, happy belated birthday, Angel. Hope you have an amazing day out there in Hawaii. We're going to send some more warm weather your way. No, I'm just kidding. Just enjoy your life and just what you're doing, changing the world. And of course, China Papa, John, for what you're doing, bringing us with Christmas. And Ralph, nice to see you again. And Leon, nice to see you be part of this vision. Thank you, everything, for again being a part of the happy. Thank you, Emily, and this beginning foundation.
Yeah. Last thoughts? Anything you'd like to say?
Wanted to thank everybody that's here. It's always great getting together. It's been a while since I've been here. But please remember our veterans and all our first responders. Without them, we wouldn't be as safe as we are, and we wouldn't be the free country that we are.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ralph.
Shannon, do you have any last thoughts?
No, this has been a great conversation. And I mean, there's the power of networking right there. If we communicate and we have a conversation, let's share those conversations amongst other people so that we can include more people in the great conversation that we have on all these different platforms that you're the great assistant for, Emily. And I truly appreciate, and I'm sure the other people truly appreciate all the extra efforts that you do behind the scenes to make this a smooth production. And I know I've been in the music industry for 40 years. I know there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes to make it happen, and I appreciate all the extra stuff you do.
Well, thank you. You're welcome. Leon, do you have any last comments, thoughts?
Yeah, I want to say thank you to the World of Ability and Alan, happy birthday, and Mariana, the two birthday folks. And like I said, things are going really well. We should have some wonderful news by September, up these stores and putting all the products in. And I'll be sending everyone photos of our Kiwanis event on August 14th. And if anybody would like to donate, they can go to www.cleanwaterfoundation.wa. $150 is able to provide 50 people with drinking water, and you don't have to change the filter to after 10,000 gallons of water has been used, and those units last for 30 years. So join us, work with us. We're here. And
lastly, Marianne, do you have any last quick thoughts?
Yes, I want to thank you so much, World of Ability. Emily, you're an amazing podcast engineer, and Jay Stoyan, the Disability Channel. We're going to be rocking and rolling, Leon. So let's make this happen. So again, it's back to school season. All classroom teachers in the United States of America can receive copies of the Acts of Kindness series and full benefits and books for their classrooms. They just need to go on donorschoose.org. That's donorschoose.org and request the books and puppets and post it, and someone will come through and fund it. In Hawaii last year, Subaru Hawaii donated $25,000 to teachers requesting classroom products for their classroom. And so we can share that message out there with everybody. And in 2019, Good Morning America raised millions of dollars over a weekend for Donors Choose. So we'll see what they're going to be doing this fall as well. And again, thank you, mahalo to Awesome Foundation for accepting my application for a winner to donate these Acts of Kindness series books to the Waikiki School for the Deaf for 50 deaf students ranging from kindergarten to high school, so that we can educate them with sign language characters and puppets for ocean cleanup, anti-bullying, and the climate change book featuring Waterflow the whale. And Leah McLaughlin is actually in the book in a couple of chapters. So it's exciting that we're writing. And so go out and play is our tagline. And Santa, look forward to doing, book readings with you. This is a great opportunity for book clubs and followers. And we'll be getting subscribers on YouTube with the Disability Channel next week. Mahalo, everybody. Stay safe. And again, still go out and play. I'm Mariana Waikiki.
Woohoo!
Yeah, thank you, everybody, for joining us today, including Christian, who was on here earlier. I'd love to, we are here every Saturday at 1 p.m. Central, and I'd love to have everybody join us. So connect with us if you are interested, and please check out all of our social media, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, like, share, comment, and so on. And we're also working with some great partners, like the Disability Channel, the PAC Channel, Wingate Studios, Earl Williams, and Marcus Hart of Transforming Media. So I'd like to encourage everybody to connect with those organizations as well. But until next time, everybody has a safe and productive week, and to stay happy. So next time, everybody.
All
All
right.
right. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you.